Well, welcome back to my computer station. Today we're going to continue with the Popeye board to see if we can get the board up and running again. What I've done so far is I took all the socketed chips off of both the CPU board and the video board. We're going to start with the CPU board, and these are the chips that I removed. We got 4 Eproms here, and these are 2764s. Got 7A, 7B, 7C, and 7E. We also got 4 PROM, I think these are bipolar PROMs, but they have the label over top of them, so I'm not sure what chips they are. I haven't looked in the manual, but they're listed as TPP2 C-3A, C-4A, C-5A, and C-5B. And these look like they're in real nice condition. The legs on them look good. The sockets even look good on these. But the ROM chips and the CPU chip and this chip right here, which I was thinking was a PPU or some type of security chip. I looked it up and it turns out this is an AY-3-8910, which is a programmable audio I/O chip. So I don't know. I'm thinking, is that something like Nintendo's version of an Atari? Gosh, my mind isn't going blank there. So, do you think this could be like a Nintendo's version of an Atari Poke Chip? That's kind of what it sounds like to me. I don't know, but anyway, this chip here, I was sure was a CPU chip, although looking at it very closely, I couldn't find any writing on it at all. But looking up in the manual, this is just a Z80A. So this chip here, if you look at it real close, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the legs are real rusty. But if you look real close, well, I can see real close up. It looks like it's a little bit of gold plating left on there, so this might have been a gold plated legs, but it's not much left on it. It's all flaked off and rusty. So we're going to get a new, well, already got them here, so we're going to replace that. As far as this AY-3-8910, I have a new one of those on the way. And as far as the ROMs go, I have enough ROMs to burn new ROMs, and that's the route I'm going to go to start with. I may later, when we get the board working, I may go ahead and put a high score saves kit on it. And when you do that, you don't need, well, you probably don't need these ROMs here on the main CPU board. You might still need the ones on the video board, I would think, but I'd have to look into that. But it would probably eliminate these 4 right here, but I'm going to burn them anyway. But like I say, these chips here are in bad shape, so I'm going to replace them. But just for grins and giggles, I want to put them in my pocket programmer, see if I can read them. I did do a little cleanup on the legs. Now 7A here seems to be okay. 7B seems to be okay. 7C, the legs look good for the most part, except there's one leg right there that's a little bit shorter. Now I don't know why, because the legs wasn't really rusty on this particular ROM, but that little bit of difference of shortness right there, where it might work in a dual wipe socket, when I put it in my pocket programmer, I don't think it's going to reach down in that ZIF socket, so we may not be able to read that one. And 7E, I believe that might be okay, but we won't know until we put them in the pocket programmer and try to read them. So we'll do these 4 ROMs first that go into CPU board, and we'll save the files if we can read them, and then I'll get the ROMs out for the video board and we'll do the same thing. So let's get started. Okay, I got the first chip, 7A, in the pocket programmer. I'm going to go up here and click on Move Device. And it says device is not in socket properly. Try it again. Okay. Pins wasn't making contact because it's still a little corroded, but we moved the contents of the chip into the buffer. Now what we want to do is save buffer, and let me find a directory here. Let's see. Popeye ROM dump, and we're going to name this file 7A and save. Okay, that one's done. Now let's do 7B. I'm going to move device. Device has been moved, so we were able to read it. Now let's save the buffer, and this one is 7B, so we'll just change this to a B and save. Alright, so far we're 2 for 2. Now this is the one that's got that short pin. I don't think we're going to be able to read this one, but let's try it anyway. Move device. Nope, it's not going to work. We could possibly put something on there to lengthen that pin to make a contact, but I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to basically see if there's any information on these chips, and if it is Popeye, and see if they're still good or if they're bad. So let's try this last one here, 7E. And hit move device. Okay, we're able to read that one. So we're 3 for 4. So let's go ahead and save buffer. And we're going to save this one as 7E. And device has been moved to buffer. Alright, so that takes care of the ROMs on the CPU board. So now let me get the chips for the video board, and we'll see if we can read them. Okay, well here's all the chips, the socketed chips that were in the video board, the Popeye video board. And we have 4 main ROM here, which are on 2764s. We got 1E, 1F, 1J, and 1K. Then we have this one right here, which is a 2716. That's 5N. Okay, we have this little prom up here. I'm not sure what that is. It's a Texas Instruments. It's got J245X on it, and then it's got the Popeye number, which is a TPP2-V-7J. Okay, that looks like it's in good shape too, although the legs are black. They look tarnished, so I think they have silver legs on them, so they should clean up pretty good. The ROM, I'll get to the ROMs in a minute. These 4 chips right here, I looked them up, and according to the manual, they're MB7063s, but these happen to be compatible, or basically the same thing as the N82S09N. And this is a bipolar RAM, so we have 4 of those on the board, and these are in excellent shape. Nice and shiny, no rust on them at all. So hopefully they're good, because I don't have any. But we'll try them. I'm not gonna try to get any unless we can determine they're bad. Okay, so now let's get to the main ROMs here. The 1E, I've looked them over good, and that has broken legs on it, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that. 1F also has broken legs, and also not just broken legs, this one's got 3 broken legs, 1E. They just rotted off. They just rusted through and through. This side here don't look too bad, but it's got one that's rotted off. But actually they don't look all that bad, except for right where they were in contact with the socket. Maybe there was disassembled metals in there, and that caused it to rot. Anyway, that one's bad. 1F is bad. 1J, I believe we might be able to read this one, although it does look like it's got 1 short leg, so I'm not sure. We might not be able to read that one either. And 1K, let's see. 1K, all the legs look intact, so yeah, maybe we can do something with that. I don't know. And as far as this 2716, I had to look on the in the manual to find out that this was a 2716, because it's not on the chip anywhere. It could be under the label, but I didn't want to pull the label off because that's an original label. All these ROMs have the original label on them, so, and they are labeled TPP2, which should be Popeye. So we'll see if we can read this one and see what we come up with. Okay, well, with the legs broken off of 1E and 1F, it's no need to even try those. 1J, let's see. 2 legs look a little short on it, but I don't think they're as short as the other one, so let me put it in and see if we can get a reading on this. And these are still 2764s, so we're still set for 2764. So let's move device. Okay, we got lucky. That one is moved to the buffer, so let's go ahead and save to the buffer. And this one is 1J. So we're going to change that to 1J. Save it. Okay. Now, see if we can get a reading on 1K. Verified. Let's see, move device. Okay, we were able to read that one. So let's save. And this one is 1K. And we'll hit save. Okay, now let's see if we can read 5N, which is a 2716. So we'll go up here, click on our device, and go up to 2716. And let's put the chip in. And move device to buffer. Okay, we're able to read that one. Now let's save buffer. And this one is 5N. And we hit save. Okay. Well, that's all of them that are readable. So, let's go ahead and get out of this. And here we are on Arcade Restoration Workshop ROM Identification Page. And let's hit the Browse button here. Okay. And here is the files that we just dumped from the Eproms. 6 of them. So let's go ahead and upload those and see what we come up with. 1J not found. 1K not found. 5N found. Okay, I found 5N. But it found 34 results. It says this may mean the image is corrupt or blank. However, rarely some ROM images are shared between games, so it could be valid as well. All right, 7A not found. 7B not found. 7E it did find. Okay. Let's see. 1J, well, I didn't find that one. It says unknown. Unknown. 5N. 5N is the 2716 on the video board. This one right here. Now, this is interesting. It says 1989 Stun Runner Revision 6. Huh. Also, Stun Runner Revision 6. Wait a minute. The first one was Stun Run .200E. The second one is Stun Run .210E. Then we got a Stun Runner 210E again. Stun Runner, Wow, all these are stun runner. This one even says upright prototype. This one here is street driving, 1993 prototype. Stun runner, revision 7 Japan. Stun runner revision 3. Stun runner revision 2 Europe. Wow. We got 3 pages of this. That's page 2. Let's see what we got. Okay. Here's something different. T.V.21. Manufacturer A1 supply. Stun runner. Steel Telons. But it's still the ROM name is Stun runner. Cal Omega game 12.3. Stun runner, steel talons, stun runner, steel talons, stun runner, street driving, steel talons, steel talons. Oh boy, this is weird. Let's go to page 3. That one says it's unknown. 7B. Unknown. 7E. Okay, here's one that it found. Cobra Command. 1984. Cobra Command Mach 3 hardware. Huh. Okay, well, I'm real baffled about this. All these chips have Popeye labels on them. But the way they put the labels on, you can erase these Eproms. So did somebody pull these Eproms, erase them, and put other programs on them? Or is this coming up as a fluke? Just a bad coincidence. Well, we definitely didn't find any Popeye, so I just don't know about that. But it is what it is. So anyway, we're not going to use any of these ROMs anyway because the legs are in bad shape. So I'm going to retire those. Okay, well, I guess we'll get out of this and program some ROMs. All right, well, now I got my Eproms in, so we're ready to burn a new set of Eproms for the Popeye. So I've already erased all these and I put a label on them so I know which ones are which. So all we got to do is go ahead and load them up here, and we'll start with 7A. Now these are all 2764s except for the one which is 2716. I've already programmed this one, so we don't have to worry about that. We just have to program these 8 2764s. So let me go ahead and put the first one in, and we'll do a blank check. It says device is erased. So now we go to load buffer, and this is my directory with the Popeye Roms in it, and we want 7A. So we click on 7A, open it, and it's loaded into buffer. So now we'll go up here and hit Program Device. Okay, device verified to buffer. So I'm going to double check it. I'm going to click on the verify device. Okay, that one should be done. Hope they all go that easy. Okay, here's 7B. Alright, let's go up here and blank check it. It says device is erased. Now we've got to load the buffer. And this is 7B. Click on 7B, hit open. And now we'll go up here and program device. Uh-oh, program did not device. Device did not program. Okay, well, that's our first hiccup. We'll set 7B aside. That's the thing about these Eproms, they're so old, you just never know what kind of condition they're in, whether they're good or bad. Okay, that one didn't want to go in for some reason. Alright, let's do a blank check on this one. Device erased. Alright, this is 7C, so let's go and load the buffer. 7C and program device. Okay, well, that one worked. Verify it again. Okay, let's do 7E. All right, do a blank check. Device erased. Let's go down here and load buffer. Load in 7E and program device. Well, did not verify. Let's do a program compare. Device can be reprogrammed, so let's try it again. Did not program. Do another compare, did not compare. All right, that's 2 that's failed. Okay. Let's try 7C. Do a blank check. It's not erased. I'm beginning to think that these 2764 Eproms are junk. I'm going to try it one more time. Blank check. Nope. So we only got 1 out of 4. We're not doing too good. All right, let's try 1E. Go blank check. It says it's erased. So let's load buffer. We're looking for 1E. Load that in. Program device. Okay, it verified the buffer twice. So that one's good. Let's try 1F. Blank check it. Okay. Load buffer. Looking for 1F. Open. Program device. Okay, that one worked. Verify it again. Okay, good. Doing pretty good on these so far. All right, do another blank check. Huh, this one says not erased. Okay, another one failed. Okay, last one here. Do a blank check. Device is erased. This one is 1K. So let's load buffer. 1K. Program device. Okay, verified the buffer. Let's verify it again. Okay, that one's good. So we got 4 out of 8. Not very good odds, are they? Okay, well, let me go ahead and pull the covers off the windows. I'm gonna erase them again, and we'll try them one more time. Okay, let's try round 2. I've erased these Eproms again, so let's check them to see if they read blank this time. All right, this one says device is erased. So let's go ahead and load the buffer. All right, we need 7B. So let's load 7B. And program device. Did not program. All right, well, I think that means this chip is probably bad. So let's try another one here. Okay, it says it's erased. We still got 7B loaded up. Program device. Okay, this time it worked. Device verified to buffer. Let's verify device again. All right, I think we got a winner. So that was 7B. This time I didn't put the stickers on them before I did them because I didn't know if they were going to work this time. So I'll go ahead and put the 7B sticker on here. All right. Let's try the next one. Blank check. Says it's erased. Okay. Next we need 7C. So let me load up 7C. Load buffer. 7C. Open. Program device. All right. Worked that time. Device verified the buffer. We'll verify it one more time. Device verified the buffer. Okay, so that one is 7C. I'll go ahead and put the decal, the label on it. Okay. Now I got to take these other two out of the eraser here, and hopefully these are going to work. Let's see if they're blank. Okay, it says it's erased. So now we need a 7E. So we'll load the buffer. 7E. Program device. Okay, verify the buffer. Let's verify it one more time. Okay, looking good. So far we've only had one bad. Okay, that was 7E, so we put the label on it. 7E. All right. One more. Okay, let's see if it's blank check. Device erased. All right, last one we need is 1J. So let's load the buffer. It's 1J. Okay, cross the fingers. Last one. Okay, it worked. Let's verify it. Device verified the buffer. All right. Finally, we only had one bad EPROM. And I might try to erase it again, but these EPROMs, they've been hit and miss. So I guess I was lucky to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 out of 10 working. So I had 2 in that lot. I bought 10 off eBay. 8 of them were good and 2 of them were bad so far. So, okay. Anyway, we got our EPROMs for Popeye. So that's all that matters. So now we'll be ready to install them as soon as I get the new sockets on the board. Still waiting on sockets, so hopefully it won't be too long. Of course, this might be out of order, so you may have already seen the video where I installed the sockets before I burned the EPROMs, but I'm actually burning the EPROMs before I install the sockets. So it gets a little confusing sometimes, but oh well. It won't matter. Okay. On to the next task.
I'm Popeye the Sailor. Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm going to finish 'cause I keep living. I'm Popeye